Bledisloe Cup is here. How is Scott Robertson going to go about selecting his side? Is he going to rotate players? Is he going to keep the same crew to hopefully get the win first up and then change up his team? Or he's going to give guys opportunities at the highest level? Who knows? All I know is, regardless of how poor the Wallabies might seem at the moment, I feel like the All Blacks are under a bit of pressure here because no one's expecting the Wallabies to win. Everyone's expecting the All Blacks to win. That means there's pressure there. You still have to win the game. It's going to be massive. Here's my predicted side to face the Wallabies. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What changes would you make? Who would you bring in? Who would you bring out? Who would you keep off the field? Let me know. Do we ring in the changes? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe while you're there. And let's get into it. Tamaiti Williams, Cody Taylor, Posilio Tosi, Scott Barrett, captain, Tupou Vai, Wallace Atiti, Sam Kane, Artie Savia, then Cortez Ratima, Damien McKenzie, Geordie Barrett, Billy Proctor, Caleb Clark, Rico Ioane, and Will Jordan. On the bench, I've gone with Asafa Moore, George Bower, Ethan de Groot, Patrick Tuipolotu, Sammy Penny Finau, Noah Hotham, Bowden Barrett, and Anton Leonard-Brown. It's a nice team. Let me know what you guys think, as always, in the comments. So just like, before we get into why I picked certain players, there's a bit of change there. I don't think they're going to make this many changes, to be honest, in the squad. Maybe in the second test, after they've won the first test, they might go in the first test like, let's secure the win, man. We need a win again. We need to keep that Bledisloe Cup at home. Let's pick our stronger side, and then we'll go from there. And in the next test, we'll change it up a bit. But I do think that they could make a couple of changes and give some guys opportunity, man. If the All Blacks are that many steps ahead of the Wallabies, any side they put out should beat the Wallabies. But we all know the tradition of the Bledisloe Cup. Wallabies hopefully shift up 2 or 3 gears. It's going to be, Wallabies haven't seen the Bledisloe Cup since 2002. That is wild. All right. Here's some of the reasons why I've selected these players. So my front row, Tamaiti Williams, Posilio Tosi, and Cody Taylor. So Tamaiti Williams has been, like, Ethan de Groot got injured. Tamaiti Williams got put in there, and he's been fantastic, man. Ethan de Groot played for Southland on Friday night, I think it was. So I'm guessing he's all good to go, and he'll come back. Whether he comes back into starting lineup or off the bench, not sure. I've got him off the bench for this one because Tamaiti Williams has been unreal. Cody Taylor goes without saying, man. Fantastic. Really good on the edges of the field, and I say that all the time. So good with ball in hand. His lineup throws obviously second to none, but then his leadership as well is almost at 100 caps. So his leadership there is just, you can't buy that sort of thing. So he definitely gets the jump there. They could look at maybe starting Almoor and then George Bell on the bench, but maybe, like I said, they'll want to secure the win here, and then next week they'll go with the changes. I've gone with Posilio Tosi at 3. Look, I don't think this is going to happen, but man, be so, I wouldn't say it's never disappointing being selected for the All Blacks, right? But you're in the squad and you're there and thereabouts. You're touring with the guys, but you're not getting game time. Like, it would be so frustrating. Like, exciting at the, obviously you're in the squad. You have played before. You're touring, but you want to play, man. And he's such a unit as well. He did so well for the Hurricanes. I think, like, let's test him out. Maybe I'm jumping the gun with starting him. Maybe bringing him off the bench. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, Tyrell Lomax will probably start. And then you have like Offa or Fletcher Newell on the bench. But I'm trying to give guys a go. Give them an opportunity. Scott Barrett, Tupou Vai as my locks. Goes without saying, man, they're both fantastic. Tupou Vai, I think, has really put up his hand to be that locking partner with Scott Barrett. Been fantastic versus the Springboks. Really getting around the park. Work rate is through the roof. Good at line-out time. And then Scott Barrett. Another ball carrier. He's like a back rower in there. Obviously his leadership that he brings, and then in the line-outs, and just the calmness I feel like he brings to the squad. You need him. He's there. He's playing. He's there. He's there. He's there. Back row, Wallace Atiti, Sam Cane, and Artie Savia. Man, it worked against the Springboks. I liked it against the Springboks. To be honest, I would put Artie Savia on the side and have Satiti at eighthman. I don't think, like Artie, wherever you play him, he's going to play fantastic. It's like a Peter Steph Toy. You play him anywhere and he's going to do good because he's just, it's like one-of-a-kind players that come around. He's that good. I just don't, I think he's a 6 or a 7. More a 7, to be honest. And Wallace Atiti is an out-and-out 8, picking up off the back of that scrum, running straight at whoever, loves that physical stuff, that out-and-out ball carrier. And he reminds me of that. Remember the Sione Luaki, Rodney Soyalo, that mix, man. That's Wallace Atiti. That out-and-out, like Shannon Frizzell, Jerome Kaino, like all mixed into one. I think he could become a real handful going further in his career. But I do still like that mix there. Then my 9 and 10, Cortez Ratima and Damien McKenzie. It worked well. Well, Cortez Ratima did well versus the Springboks. Like, Damien McKenzie did well as well. Yes, missed a few kicks. I don't think they should have gone for that many penalty goals. I think they should have gone for tries. But he's still your out-and-out 10 at the moment. Unless you're bringing Richard Mwanga back. Unless they want to maybe try Bolden Barrett at 10. Who knows, but man, you've stuck with him for this long now. You just got to keep going with it. And you just got to back him here. You just got to back him here. Because to be honest, the level between him and, let's say, for instance, Harry Plummer, that's massive, man. And Harry Plummer's not played yet before. Maybe they're bringing someone like him off the bench. Who knows? But I'm sticking with Ratima and McKenzie. My centres, Geordie Barrett and Billy Proctor. That Hurricanes link up. I like it, a bit more flair. And as you can see, I've gone with Rico Ioane on the wing. I don't think we'll get to that in a minute. Billy Proctor, out and out, outside centre. Strong defensively, strong with ball in hand. He's got so many tools in his kit to be able to beat defenders, to be able to make those good plays. And he's got that bit of X factor with him. A little sidestep, a handoff, an offload. His line running off 12 off the 10 is beautiful to watch, man. And then obviously that link up with Geordie Barrett, really, really nice. In saying that, like Rico Ioane played really well versus the Springboks. I just don't think he's a centre. So I'm going to go into my back three. So Caleb Clark, Rico Ioane, and Will Jordan. Rico Ioane is a Ferrari. He's a Porsche. He's a Mustang. He's a Rolls Royce. But at 13, I feel like he's locked in the cage. He's locked in the garage. Open that garage. Push to start. Let this beast out. Put him back on the wing. Put him back on the wing. How good was he on the wing for the All Blacks? Carved up every time he got the ball. He's an out-and-out finisher. I just feel like he's too caged up at centre. Here's me hoping they put him back to the wing. Caleb Clark, injury regarding, hopefully he's all clear there. Otherwise, maybe Mark Talia comes in or Sevu Reece. But I would have, if Clark is ready to go, put him in there. And then Will Jordan, they said he's a fullback that can play wing. They played him at fullback the second test versus Springboks. Didn't do much. They put him under a ton of pressure with very accurate box kicks or contestable kicks. And it's a tough old outing. Then your first game back in a long time at fullback. Yes, he played on the wing, but in previous games, but at fullback, man, it's a baptism of fire versus the Springbok team who's kicking those pinpoint kicks. So this will be a different ball game versus the Wallabies. Yes, they do have a good box kick in Jake Gordon, but I think Will Jordan, they can create a bit of space for him. He's a finisher of note. And fullback is his position. You want him, in saying that, I'm like, him on the wing where he can just roam and do whatever. It's also a scary prospect, but I do like him at full. You could see Will Jordan onto the wing and then maybe Ruben Love at fullback. Who knows, man? I do like that as well. And then my bench, the 5-3 split. I've gone with Noah Hotham over Perenara. I think it's the changing of the guard now. Give these guys the opportunity. You want these guys to know what it's like to play Bledisloe Cup Rugby. Get him in there. He's played one game before off the bet. Like, get him in there. And then Ethan de Groot, Toi Polotu, they've both played for their provincial sides in the NPC. So if they goes all good there, I think they'll get drafted straight in. Whether they start or off the bench, who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do I know anything about rugby? What do you guys think? Who would you change out? Who wouldn't you? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe while you're there. And I'll see you next time. Bye.